Hello, welcome to another amazing story session with Leila Boss, and we are on chapter 9. Yay! Okay, so chapter 9 is about Rachel, the supervisor and HR officer at this company. I will not, no names are mentioned, and Radiance, the new receptionist. Okay, so Radiance just got a job in this company as a receptionist, and she is doing well. Within the 3 months probation that she has been there, she has shown so much progress, yeah, professionally, individually, and she is doing great so far. She's doing great. And she's mingling well with the staff members and including the clients. The clients enjoy her service. They like the way she talks to them, she interacts with them. She solves their problems. She's mindful of their opinions. And this is so impressive that it captures the boss's, eye. Yes. So the boss, Mr. Samuel, commends Radiance on her good job. And during a management meeting with Mr. Samuel, Vincent, the accountant, and Rachel, the supervisor and HR officer, they actually decide that they are all happy with Radiance's work, and Mr. Samuel orders Vincent to increase her salary. And Rachel begins to feel like Radiance is going to take over her spotlight because she has really captured Mr. Samuel's eye. And Rachel goes back to how she started in the company. When she joined the company, she was the receptionist, okay? And she was also doing well, interacting with people well, with clients well, with staff members, and with time she grew, she advanced, and she got promoted. Yes, but this promotion came with something else. And this was because during the overtime, moments she spent, after work hours with Mr. Samuel, because they would stay back with Mr. Samuel waiting for clients, okay, or tending to clients' orders. And in these moments, they interacted, they became closer, and one thing led to another. They started getting intimate. And Rachel noticed that from the moment they became intimate, Mr. Samuel would always give her a salary increment at the end of the month. Yeah. And this would go on throughout the following months. And that's how she got to get to her position now. Okay. And even until now, they are still intimate with Mr. Samuel. Okay. So Rachel began to feel like Radiance is also going this route. So she felt like Radiance is her competitor. Okay. So she began to devise a plan on how to bring Radiance down to maintain her spotlight. So she plots Radiance's downfall by first inciting Mr. Samuel to increase Radiance's working hours, which are against her contract. Okay, so Radiance begins to, she's doing well, she's working. So one day, one evening, when she's going home after work hours, she gets a call from Rachel just when she was in, the public transport on the way to her home. And Rachel tells her that she's supposed to go back. Then she gives Mr. Samuel the phone. And Mr. Samuel tells her that she's being disrespectful and that she should only leave when Rachel tells her to leave. Okay? So, of course, Radiance begins to feel something is not right because that's not what my contract said. Okay? And then the following day, she just goes to work as usual. Yes. And then now Rachel begins to see, like, yes, now I've hit her where it hurts. Now it's time to go to the second plan. So one day Radiance is writing down an invoice for a client, and then she places it where it's supposed to be, placed in the file for invoices. But before she does that, Rachel tells her to hand her the invoice, and Rachel alters the figures, then sends it immediately to Mr. Samuel. Now, when Mr. Samuel sees the invoice, he gets pissed off because these are not our figures. Why are they different? So he summons Radiance to his office and asks her about it. Like, Radiance, did you write the invoice for this and this company? And she's like, yes, I did. Okay, and why did you write different figures? And Radiance is like, let me see. And she was like, no, that's not what I wrote. And he's like, but you're the one who wrote it. Yes, but this is not what I wrote because I handed the invoice to Rachel. Immediately, I wrote the correct figures. And Mr. Samuel, considering that he's really, really getting a good blow from Rachel, does not ask Rachel. So he shifts the blame onto Radiance and he gets so pissed off and he tells Radiance, you know what, you need to leave because I cannot have liars and thieves, in my company. Okay? You cannot be lying to me and now again you want to steal from me. Okay? So you have to leave. You are fired. Just go to Vincent and tell him to give you the salary that you've earned up until today. And Radiant says, you know what, it's fine, but I just know that I did not do it at all. And Mr. Samuel is so pissed off. He's like, go, get out of my office, And she leaves. And she goes to Vincent and she talks to Vincent. Vincent says, you know what, Radiance, I know you didn't do it. I'll just go and explain it to Mr. Samuel. And Radiance is like, you know what, just let it go. I know it was Rachel who planned it all. I'm just leaving. So Radiance just tells Vincent, you know what, I'm out. I'm not going to sit here and have someone disrespect me. Okay? So I'm going to leave because I know there's better for me out there. Okay? So Radiance walks away and she leaves. And guess what? Rachel is so happy because the spotlight is back on her and she has no competitor. And Mr. Samuel is still giving her the attention that he gave her when she started out. And that's what she wanted. Yeah? That's what she always wanted. So thank you all for listening. This is chapter 9. Look out for chapter 10. Feel free to like, comment, and share. And you can purchase the book also. It is available in all the listed stores. Yes, and you can read more about it. Okay. Thank you all for listening. Bye.